Okay, integrated 2, lesson 932. This will be by a mile the fastest video, I think, probably of the lessons. I just want you to kind of understand the point of it, but we're not going to go too deep into it. The idea is which function always wins a race to infinity, and we're going to compare the growth of functions. So here's the thing. They give us a couple of choices here, and they're asking us to decide which one's going to win. And this is a line, all right, y equals mx plus b. B is a quadratic, so it's a parabola. C goes to integrated 1. If you remember, that's exponential growth. D is another line. E is another parabola, right? That exponent is a 2. And here we get another exponential growth. So the question is, like, which one will win this race to infinity? And the idea is this, that if we look at an equation that's linear versus one that is versus one that is a quadratic versus one that is exponential. If you look at these exponents, we're comparing 1 and 2 versus literally infinity, right? I mean, if I plug a billion in here, I'm plugging a billion in here, but then it's only to the first power. And if I plug a billion in here, it's only going to get squared. But as long as this number is more than 1, as long as this b is more than 1, and we've talked about it a bunch, right? If it's more than 1, then it's growing, because if it equals 1, it's staying the same. And if it's less than 1, it's getting smaller. So as long as it is greater than 1, if I multiply it by itself a billion times, it's going to be a lot more than times 2 or a lot more times 1. So the long story short is exponential curves are always going to win over a quadratic and over a line. So we can eliminate A, we can eliminate B, C is in the running, D we can eliminate, E is eliminated, and we're between E and F. Now the question is, if I multiply infinity 10%, 1.1 a billion times, or 2 a billion times, even though I'm subtracting this 1,000, this minus 1,000 is going to become completely useless after a while, right? When I'm looking at numbers in the billions and trillions and beyond, minus 1,000 is going to have no significant impact. But the fact that I'm doubling a number here, whereas it's only going up 10% each time here, don't get me wrong, this is still going to have crazy growth, especially compared to A, B, D, and E. But F is by a mile going to win this race to infinity. Now, again, if you're not talking about infinity, if you're talking about a short race, maybe A, B, D, or E is going to win. Because some of these exponential growths need some time to get going. But in a race to infinity, C and F are the clear winners, and in this case, F the clear winner.